There we go. Hey, John, how are you? Hey, Mary. How are you, John? How are you, Mary? Yeah, this has been a little crazy day for us. Uh, Unbelievable the way things have been and the way things are going. Hang on, guys. Oh, I just love my computer. Be right with you guys. So anyway, what is going on? Well, Eli's been sick for the last week, but he's gotten real bad the last couple of days. He's not sleeping. He cries himself to sleep. So lo and behold, long story short, she finally convinced that because they were going to do a doctor visit over the internet, and once his doctor took one look at him, said, nope, bring him in. So they tested him. The results are not back for somewhere between 3 and 10 days. So needless to say, we are hoping that it's not, but considering my daughter has been exposed as well as her significant other, which is his dad, and also the lady that babysits for him, needless to say, and whatnot. So we don't know. So right now we're hoping that it's not, that it's just, whatever, but they just tested him and that's not good. So what they told my daughter was basically to quarantine him for 14 days just to be on the safe side. The whole, so I'm like, yep. So if anybody wants to come up, they can come up. The link is there. So yeah, it's been crazy here. If you're wondering where I am, guys, I'm actually in the YouTube studio, but normally I face that way. I'm this way. We've been working on it. I'll put up a video of basically what we have done, and then we will be able to show you what's going on here. Hi, Susan. Thanks, Miss Lily. So yeah, it's been quite the hectic day here. Yeah, John, that's the biggest thing. And now here's the boogie of the whole thing. Thanks, Jan. The big boogie of it all is the fact that you figure if he was exposed, that they would basically tell my daughter, nope, you are quarantined or whatever. And the doctor's like, well, you should be able to go back to work. And I'm like, wait, what? If Eli has COVID, God forbid, then you've been exposed to it. You can be asymptomatic and you're going to take it to work with you? Makes no sense at all. Thanks, Doxy. So anyway, yeah, we're doing all right. It's just, like I said, it's just been one hectic day. So how is everybody doing today? And wait, it gets better. I did a number on my knee. Thanks, Susan. I was in my room. My brother Carl was helping me move the bed so we could finish up what we needed to do with the wiring. And my knee popped and I went right to the ground. That did not feel good. Hey, BTD, thank you. So otherwise, yeah, we're doing all right. It's just been one wild day. Hey, Doc. And then to top it all off, it's cold. Yeah. I iced my knee, Doc. I put the brace back on to finish what we had to do, and then I put ice on my knee and kind of taking it slow and easy. You know, that's basically. We love you too. So Bonnie's like freaking out because my daughter, who has been bringing stuff here, and I was in close proximity with her yesterday when we moved the other desk out of here, and she took it to her house, and it's like, yeah, she's freaking out. I'm like, relax, we won't know for 3 to 10 days. I'd imagine they'll do it sooner. One of those days. So anyway, John, look familiar? So yeah, it's been a heavy day. It's I mean, the poor kid is sick. He's not really eating. He's not. Eli may have been exposed to COVID, Amber. They're not 100% sure, but he's pretty sick. He has an they're hearing an upper respiratory. So basically, yeah, finally. So now I'm waiting. As you can hear, it's echoing in here, but it's pretty much everything is out of here except the Wi-Fi and the phone. But I mean, everything else is completely out of here. So we've been painting. My brother Carl is going to come up tomorrow and help me finish painting. I'm waiting for the rug to get down. Still on soup and ice cream for another week. Oh God, Susan. Hey, Foxy Wolf. So yeah, so it's just a waiting game now to see exactly what's going to happen here, little by little. But yeah, my daughter's like freaking out, and I thought to myself, basically, if the baby was exposed, then everybody in her house, including my granddaughters and Russell, has been exposed. Anybody she's worked with, which is Walmart, has been exposed. The baby's grandmother, not Bonnie, the other grandmother, has been exposed. So yeah, this has just been one fun-filled day, let me tell you. John, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. Anybody wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. So yeah, we're getting there with here. I've got that wall where I normally sit is painted. That wall over there is painted. We get that done. More than likely, probably. Oh, there he is. Hang on, Matt. I'm coming, Matt. I'm saving you, Matt. More than likely, Susan. Don't I know you from somewhere, mister? Today. More than likely, they probably, because the baby's grandmother, hey, Crystal, the baby's grandmother babysits and works at Walmart too. And they've had so many cases of hey, Mike and Tam, they've had so many cases in Walmart, and why they didn't do what they did.
See,
but
and now the scary thing is all of these people that did these protests and stuff, they're all saying to them, you need to test and quarantine for 14 days. where they do
Hey,
it.
Crystal.
I don't know, but it's
It's funny because
So what
like
did I miss? Because I was in the middle of, what did I miss? I was in the middle of doing homework.
it's okay. Eli may have been exposed to COVID.
Mm.
So we're not sure. They took a sample, sent it off to the lab. My daughter's freaking out. Bonnie's freaking out because I was near my daughter yesterday when we took the other table thing out of here and whatnot. She took, the whole. I had Russell in the house with me next to me, like literally holding on to him. I'm like, so Bonnie's like panicking. So other than that, yeah.
Well, we're supposed to get a storm.
When?
I don't know. They haven't said it yet, but it's pretty dark over yonder.
we got just
You weren't here. Guess what came in the mail today?
What? What'd you get?
My green screen.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm just waiting on my lights. And then once that's done, we already built the boxes, and they were a hell of a lot easier than we thought we were. Boxes will go up around the top, zip them in. The one has right here where the window is, it's where the power unit is.
yeah.
So we'll put a hole in the bottom of the box, drop the wire down, and I'll be done. And Bonnie's mean. She won't buy me an acrylic desk. It's only $1,244.
Yeah, only.
What? Actually, we found a blueprint, and what you use is the acrylic sheets like you would put underneath your chair, like in an office. And it's four side this way, the top, and then the front, you put the acrylic sheet in behind and tape it. Well, actually glue it, and then you run the lights back around it. Hey, VA. So what's going on is Eli may have been exposed to COVID. So we're hoping not. We're hoping, but the doctor's pretty well, rest assured that he may have been, not 100%, but like I said, it'll take 3 to 10 days. I'd imagine she'll get it back sooner, considering the fact that he is a baby.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see what happens, but I will keep you guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Can you
hope
hear
that
me
it,
clearly, Matt?
Yeah, I was going to say, depending on how the test goes and what the results are, that means possibly your daughter and you and Bonnie then have to be tested, because this kind of thing happened with our friend in Iowa who's a practitioner nurse, and she was around somebody who was showing some sort of symptoms. They thought they had it. She self-quarantined and was waiting to hear if this person had it, but it turned out to be negative.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So,
Well, the whole thing of it is the fact it wasn't really close. My biggest concern is because I had Russell. I mean, how I used to hold Russell this way on my side.
yeah,
I had him in the house yesterday and picked him up because, we're like, oh, nobody. And then all of a sudden this happens. And now everybody, kind of freaking out.
right.
Thanks, Ruthie. So how is everybody?
Okay, just finishing up the rest of the kids' homework. They're turning in their laptops tomorrow.
I mean, I don't have to look at that dreadful algebra anymore.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Don't be asking me anything over your vacation now. I don't want you to be thinking about that.
Nope, we are all done.
Oh, hey. I finally took the video I told you the other night. I took and got the rainbow. I finally downloaded it into my computer. Wait till you guys see this. I didn't think I caught it really well. Holy crap, I caught it really well.
Nice. Viral video.
Yeah, no, you wait. Well, the whole thing of it is it's also the wind. And I mean, it's through the kitchen screen. I mean, you can see the screen, but you can still see out. That wind was, even looking at it the second time, and I was like, oh, you can actually see the trees in the video. They're doing this, literally bending. We were like Oh, cap.
Yeah,
How's your
so
mom and dad?
we're doing good. Just staying in, being safe, because with that everything that went on with the uneasiness, and they had the mayor of Chicago talking about it today, and I guess the other place that got hit bad was Aurora.
What we didn't know here in Albany was a woman that was actually, she's a vet from Project Desert Storm, and somebody
Mhm.
shot her.
Really?
We were, yep, it was on our news, and
Wow.
holy crap. Bonnie's like, it's crazy. I'm like, yep.
Oh yeah. Well, they
And
can.
Matt, Matt, you're a jinx like Crystal.
Why are we so
Want
bad?
to know?
What?
Because of the fact the other night, it's like, oh, you go down to the falls, it's probably running. You ain't kidding, it's running. I have a little hole now because of the trees and all the leaves. I looked out today and whatnot and had the window open, let some air in here, and it's like the falls are right next to my house. I'm like, oh, I got to get down there tomorrow somehow.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell Matt. She goes, why? I said, because he jinxed me. Now the falls is running and I got to walk down that goddamn hill.
Oh, well, we're so sorry.
Jinx. So running the family. Anyway, is this, if I'm sitting like this, can you see shadows behind me on the wall?
Uh-uh.
Either way? No. Okay.
Nope.
I have one that's in here that was in the living room. The one there I told you, Matt, that you turn on and you look like a moth, and you know how a moth feels.
Mm-hmm.
That's in here now. I ordered another one because they said I don't need to have shadows on my whatchamacallit, shadows on the green screen. So
Yeah.
I think with both these lights, I've got shadows on it. So that's a good thing. Yeah. But yeah, we were kind of like freaking out today. Bonnie was freaking out. I'm like, can't do anything until such time we get the results back and go from there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Well,
but
If you
and it's funny because, go ahead, Crystal.
if you know that he may have been exposed, you and Bonnie are pretty much quarantined yourself, correct?
Yeah.
So your chances of you giving it to other people is slim to none, other than your brother
Right.
downstairs. You know what I mean? But as long as you
Right.
quarantine, keep your stuff clean and sanitized, I think you'll be okay. And let's pray to God that maybe don't have it.
Yeah, she was more worried about me because I had Russell, and I was holding Russell. And Bon, I said he wasn't coughing, he wasn't sneezing, he wasn't, he's not sick. I mean, the odds are probably not, but, with her being susceptible, you can see kind of why her anxiety is the way it is.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So yeah, we're doing, like I said, we're doing all right. We're just taking it easy tonight. I almost set my kitchen on fire, but it's a story for another day. Don't ask.
What were you cooking,
I
Bob?
was making dinner. I was making dinner, and I had the towel that I use for the cast iron frying pan. So I pulled it off and thought I pulled it off far enough. And I was talking to Bonnie. All of a sudden she goes, your towel's on fire. And it's like half burned in the hole. Pick it up, throw it in the sink, turn the water on. It's good.
Oops.
Yeah, that's the first one I've done. I mean, when I use oil, like if I'm cooking in oil or whatever, I always have a pan lid with me. So
Right.
if it does go up or whatever, oil, I can just put the pan on top of it.
Right.
Yep.
Fluorescents are best because they give a wide light off. Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
So yeah, we're doing our, like I said,
me.
it's okay. It's been one of those long days that I'm really glad that it's almost over with.
Yep, I
You
cut
know,
grass for
it's been
3.5
a
hours today. Between grass and
That's why I
homework,
told you to go. That's why I told you to go get a couple coats. It would work better.
the neighbor, well, I'm cutting the neighbor's yard too on top of ours. So altogether, between the two of us, if we put both of our yards together, we have over 3.5 acres to mow. So everything can be done on a rider. Our neighbor next door, has diabetes really bad, and he just had his toes amputated, and they really want to go from the knee down. He hasn't been able
Oh,
to walk or do
Oh,
anything since
Susan.
last summer. So
Oh,
I've been helping them, cut their lawn, weed whack.
well,
My husband's been weed whacking the ditch and everything. So it's been crazy. Riding on a riding lawnmower doesn't bother me too much, except for you constantly get off and you shake. My hands felt like they were vibrating earlier from the vibration of the wheel.
Yeah,
oh, absolutely.
yeah, we cut it
I
off
mean, I'm lucky.
yesterday.
The last house I had was a lot. There used to be back in the day, there was another daughter house. And they tore the small little house down. So basically, it was a double lot with a big yard. And trust me, even that thing, when we were mowing, it would take two people to mow it because it was so big. Unbelievable. Here, I have a small little yard, right? So basically, it's a deck with a little bit of grass and the rest of the hosta. That's pretty much what's there. So we bought a lawnmower, and it's like 10 minutes worth. You mow the side of the house, you whack, and it's done. Jessica, you may have been exposed to COVID. Bye, Kim. So yeah, like I said, we'll just sit on it. I'll keep you guys informed. That's the best, but doing the best we can. I do. I keep like you said, you know what I do with the door handles and everything else. So
Yeah.
But
Okay, Tim.
is
So
what it is.
do you guys have curfews?
Do I have? Have you seen the world news or the breaking news at all from Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah. So
He
now
said-
and whatnot, he just put into effect all over the country 7 p.m. curfew.
Oh, that news. Okay. I heard the other news.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see any of that. I just saw that he
Yeah.
was calling in the
I
National
just
Guard.
No, not the National
Yeah.
Guard. If the governors
Thanks.
don't, I don't know, do it or some or resolve it, he's talking about bringing in the army, which
Really?
to me would sound like martial law.
That would exactly be what it is.
So, but no, I didn't hear
All
about
right,
the
Ed.
curfew.
Yeah, curfew at 7 p.m.
So that's nationwide
I
now.
just I will send you a link video that I was watching. It's a guy that's he's a YouTuber, but he's got like 1 million followers on YouTube from Canada. And he went and they were like, "Oh, you're a Nazi, you belong to the media." He's like, "Do you even know who I am?" And whatnot. So the police actually escorted him, told him, "Look, for your own protection, you need to get out of here."
Hey, Nate.
Wow.
So yeah, I was like, Bonnie's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, watch this. It's not that long. It's only like 7 minutes long that he did, but
I heard I
it's
seen a post today that
unbelievable.
Dollywood might be opening up.
That'll be good."
Hey, she
That'll be
lifted the
fun.
stay-at-home order for Michigan. So now everything's open
Well,
except for hair salons, nail salons, and gymnasiums and gyms. That's the only thing she put a kibosh on still.
Yeah. I really hope
they
we don't
think here that we'll be open here. A second thing will be open here Friday.
I really hope it doesn't close back down for us because now they're saying everyone that was out, they need to quarantine for 14 days and get tested.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's me. I have a doctor's appointment the 21st of this month. So when I go in, I'll tell her, look, test me. see what happens. The weird thing is the fact that 28% of the population had the antibodies and with no symptoms. 28% of the population.
Wow.
So that's just crazy. Just, I'm like, are you kidding me? So, and the funny part of it is, it was here since January, long before any of the signs or whatever in California. That's where it started. In New York was the same way. So, I mean, I figure out how many people were exposed to it.
Right.
And how many people were asymptomatic, had no symptoms at all in the whole shooting match. I'm like,
right.
Is what it is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we were thing there. And I'm really surprised, to be honest with you, that this hasn't happened to my daughter's kids earlier, especially with her working in Walmart's. She was tested, Raheem was tested and whatnot, and they come up negative, but they're still working at Walmart. And then Raheem's mother has been watching Eli, and the whole 9 yards. Now, they did a breathing treatment on Eli because of the bit with his lungs, but like I said, there's no way of knowing until that test comes back.
Wow.
So yeah, it's kind of crazy world.
All right. I hear you.
And I thought they were only protesting here in the United States. Come to find out, it's actually not in Canada too. They've had riots up there and looting the whole. This is nuts. This is going out of control. Jessica, they sent the National Guard here to Tennessee. Ooh, not good.
Yeah, I heard, but it's over like by Nashville and the higher, more populated areas that are experiencing the demonstrations.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing of it is, and I told Bonnie that, and I mean, she just kind of looks at me. I mean, I see the way things are going. I said, don't be surprised if you see deuce and a half army trucks coming up the road or, going past the house. They're protesting in London too, BTD said.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's gotten way out of control. I will do that, Mary.
There's going to be.
So, I mean, if Felicia has to quarantine, we're going to have to figure out, because I told you she's the one that was going to go get all our groceries and our meds and the whole like that. Hey, Peaches. Go ahead, Crystal.
I'm with you. Like you might have to do the what's the one where you can order your stuff and they'll bring it right to the house?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you have it there, but I know they have it here where they can be like your personal shopper.
CVS will deliver our meds. Not to have to worry about that. I mean, that's what they've been doing and whatnot. Even like my brother Mike there, that can't get to CVS because it's over in Troy, and they basically bring his meds here and they drop them off. So I mean, it's not a big problem there. But I told her we may have to just order groceries online and deal with it.
Yeah.
Instacart.
Yeah, Instacart. Yep. And then my girlfriend, so she's a hairstylist here. Whitmer is not allowing anything to open up for hairstylists or nail salons or any of that till almost July the 4th.
Hey, Dan. How are you? Yeah, that's the last night. You sent the link up a couple times. I was not, let's just say presentable would be a good word to use.
Right. I know.
So it was just like, I mean, I watched and whatever. I mean, I went, and it was funny because Matt goes, I'll bet you $5 that Bob is going to edit at 1 o'clock in the morning. He should have took that. I got to a point where I was getting tired and I was starting to make mistakes. And I'm like, nope. I shut it off. And when that stuff took Putty down to the bottom and one because they had one of those retractable leashes. Put him on the leash, let him go out, let him do his business, bring him back up, make sure he has water in his bowl, give him a treat, and we went to bed. Dan, you working today? I would assume.
You know what? I should turn this damn TV down.
Can't hear it.
I feel like it's like loud. Like I almost need a freaking hearing aid.
We're working, like I said, I'm in the YouTube room, and like I said, we're getting ready to. My brother Carl's gonna help me come and finish painting this, because I mean it won't take long. It's only white paint, do the bottom, and then I've got to.
Are you doing the wall?
The rug
the
to sound.
walls?
Yeah, the wall and the baseboard and the ceiling.
Oh, you are doing the ceiling.
I told my brother.
What are you gonna do about with all the wood in? You have the wood in there, don't you?
The ceiling?
Yeah, you have those wood beams in there, don't you? Or is that in your other room?
That's my other room. This is
okay.
actually a small bedroom that was used originally when we moved in here for an office. And then this is the room the girls moved in. When they moved out, we decided to make it a YouTube room.
Oh, well, that'll be cool.
So everything, my brother Carl's like, what's the matter? I said, I can't reach the ceiling. Takes the roller like this all the way up because he's taller than me. And I'm like, okay, smart ass. We're like, really? Really? So this way, like I said, I get it done because once the painting's done, the rest of it's easy. We built the boxes, so we'll attach the boxes, put the light lines in it. Once you get that done, the rest of it is real easy. I've got a couple more things I want to do in here, but I mean, otherwise, we're right. There he is. Did you get lost on the way home?
No, I'm not supposed to be out, remember?
No. Well, I figured maybe you got lost on your way to your room. I mean, I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah, my ever massive house. Yeah, right. Of
hey, you never know.
Less than 1,000 square feet.
Well, the only thing with this house and whatnot is, like I said, it's all hardwood floors.
Yeah.
Right. The only rug I have right now is in my bedroom. A friend of mine is still looking for the original French doors that go on that room because what they call offset, one is 29 and the other one is 31 inches. Yeah. So the way it does is so you can open just the one door, which is the 29. So this way, my room will be completely closed. Because I only have 2 air conditioners in here. One goes in my room and the other one goes in the living room.
Yeah.
I have to laugh.
I don't know if we're going to have a summer. It's been cold here again today. It didn't get above like 60.
So we go from play,
I'm like, yep, this worked.
To protesting. My trip was canceled because of this one. My trip better not get canceled because of this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna scream. You will witness an emotional breakdown on YouTube, guys.
It does happen. But it's funny because I didn't even know about the breaking news until somebody had sent me the link and they're like, you need to watch this. And I'm like, I watched it. I was like, okay. Yeah, where's Kenneth tonight? Anybody know where the hell he is?
I don't know. I'll text him and see what he's
doing. Just noticed that.
I know he had some things to do today. He said he had to go pay bills all day today.
I'm hoping that thing that I sent him came in so he can set his phone up.
Yeah,
I looked at an acrylic desk, right? And you have to put it together, okay? And it all attaches. lo and behold and whatnot, the cheapest one was $1,000, almost a little over $1,000. I'm like, yeah, I don't need one that bad.
I'm going to be posting something in NTL's page, and I'll share it with Misfits and Dreamers page and my own page. Keep your eyes out.
Okay.
Okay.
It has to do with Thursday.
You're gonna do naked trivia?
You funny.
Bob.
Well, you know, hey.
With balloon
But anyway.
animals.
Yeah, here all day
Bob,
overcast. Go ahead, Matthew.
Bob, just because you did it doesn't mean Crystal needs to do it.
Right.
All right, maybe a call. What do you think? Maybe a
You're-
call, Matt? Maybe a call.
You're the only one that can be YouTube famous for that.
Yeah. Yeah. But Bob, it was cool seeing you earlier today
I'm sure they take it.
in Roy's live stream.
Oh, Roy and
And
Becky
who's?
were on
Oh,
live.
boy.
Yeah, they had D with them.
Yeah.
And then we went
They had
over
D with
to Burnin'. I think it's Burnin' the Road or Burn the Rubber.
Burning up the road.
Burning Up the Road. It was their first live stream.
Yeah.
And boy, they did a great job.
Good.
I didn't see that one. I stayed right in Becky's, and then because I was having lunch, and then I decided to get back here and do this. So
And see, Crystal,
Yeah.
I talked to people and I joined the live streams. Got a few subscribers out of it.
Woohoo!
So I'm up to 194, 6 away from 200.
You don't want to know where I'm at.
I saw where you were at last time.
3,000 what?
I can't reach that anymore unless somebody big shouted me out, like 100,000 subscriber guy or something like that.
You'll get there. Just give it
I
time.
know.
Give it time.
I'm in no rush.
The guy that I was watching today has over 1 million subscribers, and he's only been on for 5 years.
Whoa.
That's just, I can't wrap my mind around that.
Yeah, I'm
But he's
not
in Canada and
looking to go.
news hound.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
called something The Truth, and I don't remember what it was, but it's something The Truth.
I would
He's a
I would
truther
never
or
want
whatever
that
it is,
many.
and whatnot
I mean,
stuff. But
Granted, the money is good at that point, but boy, your privacy
know-
goes right down the tube.
I mean, like I said, it's tough. You know, you get 1,000 subscribers and you get monetized, and you know you have better thing like that and super chats. But also too, you get kind of reined in by YouTube because, like I said, and I even told Bonnie, I miss the nights where we used to play music trivia. You know, we used to play music, and you know, I mean, granted, you get copyright or whatever. And I'm so afraid now if I do that they would block my channel or, you know, give me a timeout for 90 days like they did Michael and Becca.
Well, see, and that's the thing with me is if I ever hit that point, then I can't do live streams where I'm playing requests anymore because I've been getting copyright claims, but then they start frowning upon that. I would have to play all my original music or come up with stuff for the live stream. So
I think that's really what I miss and whatnot, because there is some gray area. You can get away with some, but like if you were to do it every week, you get nailed, they'll nail you.
yeah,
You know,
I got a way to go.
that's the big
Maybe a year.
double-edged sword. Double-edged sword. You know, it's good to have it, but then again, it's not good to have it. Kind of makes sense. You know, it's just like
Well,
is what it is.
I would probably just have to branch into other areas and not just rely on the music part, going more deep into my other hobbies. That's not copyrighted. Can't
That's
copyright
cool.
fishing or golf or trains.
Trains. We have a guy that used to hang with us. His name was Charlie. That did trains. He was on for a while, then he was off, and then he was back on. He's off, so he posts from time to time. He posted a CRX train today, and he lives over in Massachusetts, but near Boston, but kind of upper Boston area. And when that train was 14 minutes long.
Wow.
That's a big train.
Yeah.
That's insane. I was like, yep.
Yeah, there's a
No.
live stream I follow sometimes. I wonder if it's in Toledo, Ohio, but it's
All right, stop it. See ya.
it's one of those towns where the train tracks. There's no there's gates and stuff, but there's no like above ground tracks. All the tracks were built into the road, so the train is going down essentially the middle of the road, and there's parking on each side, so
Wow.
you can drive over the tracks. But if the train's coming, you can't be crossing. It's like, why would you do that?
I told you down here is the Burger King by the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
You sit in there and one of the trains come by, it shakes the Burger King. Believe it or not.
Mm.
I was like, I've been in there and whatnot. But the only one I got lucked out was the fact that I was down there and we were in the drive-thru for Burger King because we were coming home late. And the train, you could hear the train. I grabbed my Bonnie's like, where you going? Go through the drive-thru. And I jumped out of the van and I put the camera up in the little tree and caught the whole train.
Yeah,
But that's before the McNasty.
there was years ago when I was a kid, there was a golf store Dan I used to go to down Ogden Avenue, US 34, and it was an old building with a garage shed, and the train tracks were right behind it. And it was funny because if you were in the store and the train came by, the one wall would shake, so you'd see the golf club shake and the bags would shake, and I'm like, okay, now the train's coming. The whole thing crumbled.
Well, I would have done is
Wow.
turned around and looked at him going, you got ghost?
Yeah. Hey, John.
Hey, how you
Hi,
doing?
kiddo.
I'm off screen today because I'm not feeling good.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Dan. Hopefully it's just allergies.
you can
I overdid it gardening.
the bridge that
Achy.
oops.
You need
The
to
bridge
Sorry.
that goes from Cohoes to Water, you can't walk across. It's a train bridge. You get caught on there. But kids used to, and people do this, go out and you can actually see the falls in the distance. Whatever. It would be great filming. It would make great pictures. But
Back there behind you with the light
Yeah.
from the tree shining through the window.
Mm-hmm. Like my natural green
how's
screen.
work, John?
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it.
It's going all right. Need a helper, but other than that, I'm doing okay. And right now they're not going to bring another guy in, so
Mm.
tell them
That's
what
why I
you
said we're just
they told me today. He said, "Why do I need to bring him in? I got you." Okay.
there you go. Hey, for the longest time, okay, I thought my name was Hey You or Get Him. Hey You, come here, get him to do it.
Yeah. That's opposite. That's opposite. I get to tell them that.
Yeah.
I'm the only one there at that
Really,
company knows how to
Susan?
do the job that I do.
The bunnies on the wall behind me are rainbows.
It is cold. It is cold.
I'm down with the
How's your
bunny.
weather there, John?
It's
It's beautiful right now.
it's pretty right now, but this morning I think there was frost on my truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know how your windows get frosty or whatever in the mornings? That's what it looked.
Yeah.
That's the way it was this morning.
Wow. Did you get into that rain that came
That's a
down
bunny.
on an angle?
We didn't get any. No.
You didn't get any
No,
rain at
we
all.
just got some.
We have one of the small portable
Probably get it
heaters,
tomorrow.
the wall heater. And
Yeah, we're
that's
supposed to
what
get some
she did
bad
this morning.
storms
She got up
Wednesday. It's supposed to be hot tomorrow. 90.
Wednesday.
Yeah, 90 here.
Yeah, 90. It's supposed to be 92 tomorrow.
Yep.
Hey, we wanted to run something by you guys.
We're only supposed to
Yeah,
I'm
John.
listening.
go ahead.
I already talked to Susan about this. Now she's trying to get Kenneth Oaks another walker.
Huh?
So what we were thinking about doing is doing a raffle for a glass piece. Have the tickets like $5 for like a picture of your dog or your animal or whatever you want it, and have a raffle like that. And the winner gets, they're like $5 a ticket, and put everybody's name in a hat. Say you send $15, you'll get your name put in there 3 times, and 100% of the money goes to try to get him another chair or walker.
Cool.
I didn't know
That's
if that's
cool. I do that.
I don't know if that's something anybody be interested in or not.
That, and I'm gonna
I
post a
would.
thing on the NTL page today. I sent it out to Amber Ann and Michael and Becca to get their approval first. And on Thursday night, we're going to try to raise funds too, because I know like there's some other things that he needs. Steve and I are working with somebody right now to try to get him a new recliner, because that's what he sleeps in.
What I would love to get him is one of those hover round type wheelchairs.
He doesn't want one.
No.
That's what we were talking about. He said because once you use, if you don't use it, you lose it, and he's afraid that he's going to lose the muscle mass and the elasticity in his muscles
Okay.
from
that's
constant having to do. He walks with a walker and things like that, so he's afraid that if he doesn't use them, that he might lose them.
That's true. And,
So,
and usually
and
you get pretty comfy
Right.
with those electric scooters. They come
Yeah,
too handy.
yep, and I know Roy and Becky are going to share out my my link in their community page that they have. So we'll see.
Well, make sure you post it on our page as well.
I will. I'll write everything out, and then anything that comes into my my PayPal, all of that is going to go towards what I can get for him.
Yeah, see, I already made a separate account for that for PayPal, just for his money, for the money that's going to him. It's the link, the PayPal account. That's just going to be his, and that's how we can keep track of who donated what and how many names get put into where.
Right. Or I might just have it run.
That's a friend of mine. He was good with the walker. He was walking around his house with no problem at all. Type thing. And I mean, his house good size, like mine. Anyway, that's what happened to him. He used it so much that he ended up losing over mobility from the walker. So he parked it. He went back to therapy and he went back with the walker. Now he only walks with a cane. Use the walker anymore. That's how well his legs are now. He got his legs. Well, one of his legs and partial legs. He was
That's headed
driving.
right towards us.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Can you
Wow,
send that
that's
to me?
crazy.
I like
That's a crazy freaking looking
I
radar
like
right
that.
there.
That's probably
When
going
that
to bomb.
comes down my way, I'll blow it back. Yeah.
Coming down on an angle.
Now where's it going?
Now
though?
I'm going to shock
It's coming
Matt.
down from Canada.
Matt, you ready?
Yes.
Matt, you ready?
Oh, we're not going to get none of that. It's going over toward Detroit.
Oh yeah, I know. It's coming out of the north. Ours is coming out of the south.
I didn't check weather today. I have not been on anything whatsoever.
We're getting the air out of Canada. It's not so cold. It's
Yeah, we got some cold air, that's for sure.
supposed to be hot tomorrow though.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
I'm doing a contest. I'll put it up for you guys. I'm going to give you a riddle, and I will put up Bonnie's Facebook link. If you have the answer, send it to her, and whoever answer, we'll take your names and like John will put it in the hat and pull it. So I'll give you a preview. You ready?
Okay.
And I got to remember it. 30 cows in the field. Oh God, hang on. I have it in my head. Yep, that's the bad thing. 30 cows in the field, 28 didn't. Or no, there's 30 cows in the field, 28. Hang on, I got it written down. No, I didn't remember that.
What?
Hi, Lady Base.
Hi, Lady Base.
Hey, Lady Base.
Oh, Crystal, I sent you your tracking number.
I saw that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, Lady Base was wondering what's wrong with Eli. Eli may have been exposed to COVID. He's been sick, and
Yeah.
they're testing him. Or they tested him.
Yes, they tested him.
Yeah, hopefully he is okay.
See, I don't know. I mean, that would be great if we could. I mean, I don't want to say too much because it's supposed to be a secret. I don't want to pop it on and be like, what's going on? So,
Yeah, there's BTD.
Thanks, BTD.
Yeah. Yeah, we are too. Brandon does not have it.
Yep.
yeah.
Sound like Bonnie's getting all up in Bob.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, just a bottle of water that was in the other room. All right, so here's the riddle. 30 cows in the field,
Look at that.
28 chickens. How many didn't?
How many what?
3,000. What?
How many
30?
didn't?
30 cows in the field, 28 chicken. How many didn't?
20. 30,000.
If you know the answer, email it to Bonnie on her Facebook.
30 cows in the field, 28 chickens. How many what?
Didn't.
How many didn't eat chicken?
I still don't get it.
Neither do I.
30
Oh,
cows in the
That's yeah.
field, 28 chickens. How many
Ken.
didn't?
No, it's just as an
How many
example.
didn't?
Can I tell
No,
you the
that's
answer?
the question. 30 cows in the field, 28 chicken. How many didn't?
28 chicken. No. Yeah.
Do I got to tell
If
you
you know
here?
the answer,
You gotta tell it.
no, Facebook it.
Okay, Facebook it. Okay.
28 cows
When
in
you
the field.
stop the clock, 28 chickens. How many didn't?
All right. I'll Facebook her.
Most people don't get it.
I got it. I think.
I don't know.
I'm not positive, but I think I do.
Think.
That's your question, honey.
All
You
right.
don't answer questions very well.
Because
No, I
if you
don't
get
do
the
trick
answer
questions very
right,
well either.
No. I'm gonna type it, Bob. Can't hear you. Now put it in Facebook, guys. I Facebook it to them.
put it in Facebook. Don't type it here. But anyway,
Okay, I sent it.
Neighbor cat must be out in the porch.
that's what Bonnie last night. What? I said there's 30 cows, 28 chicken. How many didn't? Mary, it shouldn't be lagging. Is anybody else lagging?
No.
Well, it's like normal that you go in and out because you got more than two or three. You got more than two on panel. Because you were fine. You were fine until I came up. Then I came up, and then you started breaking up. I'm
Yeah.
blaming it on Matt, though. is
And
what
it's
I'm
funny.
doing.
The Wi-Fi box is sitting right next to me here by my shoulder.
Wow.
I mean, I'm practically on top of it. And it's funny because I called them today and I told them, look, this is the problem I'm having, right? And I told her what was happening. She's like, well, move to your Wi-Fi box. I'm like, my computer is almost practically on top of it. So they're supposed to be sending somebody out Wednesday to come and look and see what the hell's going on. But I got a feeling it's not this. Got a feeling it's out on that pole.
You see what BTD said?
I should have typed
Fucking out my butt?
type it. Type the question. Talking out of
Not typing the question.
it.
Okay, I'll type it out for everybody.
There you go.
Make sure it's the. You need to have it word for word.
But otherwise, it's not bad. Oh, the win last night, Matt. I don't know if you heard me early, Matt. That $5 bet that I would be doing editing at 1 o'clock in the morning. You should have took that bet. You would have had.
No. If that's not how you said it, Bob, I'll delete it. I'm typing it in there.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not going to answer because I had to look.
You would have
it
won
up, but-
$5.
Oh, Bob, that's bad.
That's cheating.
Yeah, but I'm not going to answer. That's bad.
Hmm.
Bad, Bob. Bad.
No,
Do you know how long?
not field.
You know how long? 25 minutes with Bonnie last night, and she didn't figure it out. I
Dirty
actually had
cows
to
in the
give her the
field.
answer.
Well, I didn't either.
20,
So I feel her pain, Bob. I sympathize with her.
28 chickens. How many didn't?
There you go.
I'll remove it.
Is it 20 chicken? Is it 20 and then the word 8 chickens?
No,
Bob?
30 cows in the field, 20. How many didn't?
28 as in the number 28? I'm
I'm not
confused.
telling you that.
He's like, I'm not telling you that.
That's the thing. I'm confused.
I already answered, so I'm gonna look it up.
It's one of those you'll slap
But
your
it's
head
funny
when you
because,
see it.
yeah.
So
Yep.
none of the cows.
Believe it or not, there's a lot like that.
Bob, that was worse.
It's funny, Matt.
That was worse than the math
Jeremy?
problems.
Yes.
What?
And it's funny because
Yeah, Susan, poor chickens,
I want-
LOL. Mm-hmm.
I actually
I don't even
watched
see
I've never
a
seen a
video
cow
of it,
eat a chicken.
and this guy was a colonel from the army. And
I
could
got it
not
wrong.
get-
Didn't I?
In my experience, cows are vegans.
There he is.
Hi, Kenneth.
All right, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna mute this here because
Hey, Bob, I'm gonna
Ah,
get out so then Ken can come up because it just sounds garbled when you speak. So if you
Okay.
talk to me, I'll be in the chat.
okay. I really hate my computer. Here, Kenneth. Yeah, that's the bad thing of having this the way it is.
Somebody's asking for me.
How are you, Kenneth?
I'm
There
doing
he is.
all right myself.
I'm all right. Eli's not doing well because they think he was exposed to COVID, and he's a little over almost 6 months old.
Oh, hate to hear that.
It's on its way. It's supposed to be on its way to TD. That's just like the green screen. Bonnie checked it today, and it was like, oh, it'll be here in 2 weeks. And my brother got the mail and went, you got a package. We opened it up, and the green screen was here. So, you know, when it's here, it's here. So how was your day, Kenneth?
Oh, it was good. Been busy though, paying bills, adulting.
Did you hear anything about your computer?
You can come and pay my bills.
No,
you.
not yet. I haven't.
You can come pay my bills. I'll let you.
Yeah, come
Can't
pay
hardly
mine
make your
while
own.
Sorry, Bob. I fell out. I hit the X instead of hitting the other thing.
we're at it. Happens. Yeah,
Up to
it
2
is what
hours
it
ago,
is.
I had a little bit,
Oh,
buddy.
Bob.
Now I got done. Right that moment.
Did you get the package, Kenneth?
No,
Susan
sir.
wants to know.
No, sir. I have not.
What's that you drinking?
All right. You know what?
You got a
It's,
PBR?
I'll tell you what I'll do. We have the tracking number. I'll track it for you,
It's,
Kenneth, and we'll find out where it went.
Zero Coke.
Does that mean there ain't no Coke in it?
It's zero sugar, actually. Zero sugar Coke. Zero sugar. Zero calorie. Yeah.
I'll package together too.
Cockapoo. No, I'm joking.
Today.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what we're going to do with them posts.
So what? Yeah,
That
I ordered the green
food.
screen.
Hey, I got
Actually,
a
I
question.
ordered the camera first, the green screen and the lights. You
I
watch.
might have an
The
answer.
green
What do you
screen will
got?
be here, which is already here. The lights will connect, and then I'm still waiting on the camera.
Mm.
I'm
Ask
still waiting
away.
on a.
So
I'm still waiting on a chair. I got Jan 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's been 21 days right now.
Carl ordered something from Wish, and it took 3.5 weeks to get here.
Yeah. Because almost everything on Wish comes from China.
Right.
And
Yep.
that's where this chair is coming from. It
This-
said made in the USA, but then after you order it, it says it's coming from China. So don't
Well,
order
you know-
nothing at all.
you know,
Facebook ads.
You know, most of our clothes and stuff that we wear and stuff are made in China. too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your question, John?
I forgot.
He's having a senior
I thought
moment.
I was the one.
Yeah, I told Dad earlier today. I said if I don't hear from the PC guy by Wednesday, I'm gonna give him a call.
Mm-hmm.
Go up there and put your foot down. Say, I want it, and I want it now.
Well, you can grab my one.
I don't help.
Not now, right now.
That just makes it that much slower.
Do we need to bring our big guns in?
Kenneth has already got big guns.
Well, we'll bring bigger guns. We'll take Papa
We can-
up there with us.
We'll bring Bob's
They get
guns.
to it when they can. Of course, I know
No,
with this
over there.
nasty thing that we're in, that kind of that's got a lot to do with it too, with the McNasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the McRibs either.
Exactly.
They just lifted our McRibs.
Never liked McRib. Never did.
I'm saying, I don't like.
They also have to go out and go to people's houses and house calls and businesses and stuff.
That's the green screen we ordered, right? We could have got them cheaper, but it was all when Bonnie checked. right? Made in the USA or made in the USA, shipped from China. Made in the USA, shipped from China. We
Yeah.
finally found one was from California, and that, I mean, it was a little more expensive, but at least this way we weren't waiting 2, 3, 4, 5, waiting for a green.
Yeah. Or fillet of fish. John does eat fillet of fish
So,
every now and
yeah.
then.
Livy loves ribs.
They're not as good as they used to be.
You put a thing of McRibs in
Ew.
front of her and she'll devour them.
Not me. No.
No, regular ribs. Regular,
Oh,
like
regular ribs. Okay.
Oh yeah, regular ribs is fine,
Gosh, he loves
Oh,
ribs.
this is
but you give me a McRib, nope.
Streamers, Bob, Crystal, and
That's right,
oh, I
man.
have the worst sinus headache
Gluten-free stuff is
ever.
awesome. That is made in the USA.
I don't, unless she's in the chat. I don't know. I
Who?
can't see
I'm
while.
are drying up my shorts.
Who are you looking for?
Yeah, he went down because I was coming up, but he
I
didn't
haven't
have to
seen-
leave because he could have stayed. Now I did order my StreamYards for a year though. Today,
What did that run you?
$468 a year.
What?
That's what?
For a year?
For a year,
That's crazy.
$468. Yeah.
No, it's supposed to only be 200 something.
Not for what I got on the $39 plan.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Huh.
You must be going all out.
Well, they told him it was almost. They told him it was almost $400 for 25 or whatever it was, $29 a month.
I did the I checked on the oil one and they said it was still gonna run me about 400.
$400.
I talked with one of their agents or whatever through a chat thing on StreamYards, and they said it's still gonna run me.
Well, I mean, if it's $20 a month for 12 months, it should have been only $280.
Kenneth, that's because you got a professional. He
Yeah.
got a professional one, which is $49 a month, guys.
You need to call them back up and tell them, hey, you don't want that.
Tell him you want the basic one,
Yeah,
which is
just the
$25. It'll be $25 a month.
Well, I'll probably do that after I get done with this one.
Because you have what you could do is on that professional one, what they
Yeah.
gave you is recording of 8 hours of stream,
We don't need all that.
multiple
No.
streams of 5 destinations, backgrounds, overlays, logo, ultimate streaming, no StreamYard branding in your stream. You just want the basic one. So I have the no StreamYard branding in your streams, ultimate streaming, logos, overlay, backgrounds, custom RTMP destinations. I can record up to 4 hours and I can use 2 different destinations for multi-streaming.
You got unlimited, didn't you?
Mine's
Hey,
unlimited.
John,
Yes, sir.
So is the.
I made a double cheeseburger on a donut. It's the last of your cowboy candy.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You know, you're
Got more cowboy candy.
we planted a bunch of jalapenos and poblano peppers and
Yep,
banana
and,
peppers and a ghost pepper.
We got a ghost pepper planet too.
I like trust
Some of the
ghost
comments some of the comments I get with the cowboy candy, people are like, where can I buy that? And I'm like, okay, how do I explain that?
That's
You should
all
go
right.
into
I
business
just
making
want to
cowboy.
try some of that myself.
I'll make a bunch of it, and then you can start sending them my way, and I'll start selling it.
That's what you should do. I have people even overseas that have left comments like, "Where can we get that?"
Oh wow.
And I didn't want to throw you.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you know what? I'll talk to them, find out. Maybe you need to go into business between them. Hey, there you go. Glass business and making cowboy candy. Maybe you can quit your job.
There you go.
There you go.
yeah.
Maybe I can retire early.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, it doesn't help. My brother Carl come up here one day there. I made something with it, and I made extra for him. And he's like, yeah, dude. He says, you going to share some of that cowboy candy? So I gave him like 6 little pieces of it, sent it back down. About 4 minutes later, comes back up, knocking on the door, going, you got any more of that cowboy candy? It's like, dude, what the hell? You know, he goes, yeah, I ate that when I got to the bottom of the stairs. Dude!
I like how
good
it
stuff.
is.
It's funny.
Cowboy, if I had cowboy candy around here, it wouldn't last no time around this boy.
When I make some more this year, Ken, I'll send you some.
I appreciate
It's funny because when I first ate it
That's
just out of the
jar
jar.
right there.
y'all
All right, I did.
y'all make me want to jump right through that screen and grab it.
I did something.
Last jar.
Kenneth, did you say y'all
I
make me
did
want to jump
75
on this damn ass
right here.
screen?
He sure did. Make him say damn ass screen.
That's what I thought he said.
No, I didn't say that.
He said, y'all don't make me want to jump up on this damn ass screen.
They misunderstood me. They thought I said something bad.
No. It's meaning in a good way. It's just how we thought you said it.
Okay.
Kenneth, if you figure out how to face through a computer, let me know. I'll run the numbers.
Do what now?
You figure out how to get through the screen and grab stuff that's called phasing. I said, if you know how to phase or figure out how to phase, I'll run the numbers.
Okay.
It's funny because
Oh crap! Crystal done left her chair. She's on her way.
John, $100, my best offer.
That was the last jar. We're eating on
That's
it.
the last jar too. Gotta take it.
Okay, $50 for him. John. It's funny.
Hey, maybe I can refill myself.
I start. Oh, that's just wrong. So wrong.
Got some bite to it.
These do got some bite to them.
Just wrong.
Can we get some?
It's funny because once I started using it in recipes,
John
that
is
jar went quick.
sitting here
Quick.
in front of the screen here eating cowboy candy.
Ooh, Crystal's got something good. What you got?
Looks like she's got it all sauced up.
Chips and dip.
Or all dressed
All
out or whatever it
dressed?
is. You got all dressed or just plain old chips? All just
Hey,
waiting.
Crystal, you asked me earlier what I made for dinner. I had chicken thighs in garlic and chicken gravy with asparagus and baked potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Got a little bit of bite to them, don't they?
I love asparagus now.
Oh, we do too.
We
When
gotta
it
get a
gets
hold of that
hot out, I
time
don't
for
think it's
asparagus.
I think it's somewhere past that time.
How do you guys cook your asparagus?
On the
I
grill?
Like steam it on the grill.
Yep, steaming it
Or
on the
steam it in
grill.
a pot on the stove.
Yep.
Or
Okay.
can it.
Soak it in
Wait,
olive oil with a little bit of lemon pepper on it, and put it on the grill and let it cook.
I like mine in a little foil packet with butter. And you
I never
steam
thought
it
of
on
that.
the grill.
I blister mine in a cast iron frying pan with some oil and butter.
Yep.
And then what we do is we use vegetable stock. You turn off the cast iron fan, you put the vegetable stock in it, put a piece of aluminum foil over it, and take it off the heat. That's how we do it here anyway.
And you act like you know what you're talking about.
The only thing I can't get here right now, I get the green asparagus, but I really want the white.
We cook it though.
We got white at our place right now at our Myers. I seen it today. White asparagus. They got white, purple, and green. You know what? Make it even better, Bob.
What's that?
Take and thread it through the cowboy candy and cook it up.
Never thought about that, but yeah, I'll try that. I still got some left. They had it on sale this week. I think it was $1.99, and I mean it was a good sized bunch. So I split it in half because tomorrow I'm going to steam it and serve it with poached eggs on toast points.
Hey, can you see what Sexy Matt said? He said that's what I heard too.
What? I didn't even know I did it.
He's so excited his mind went blank on him.
Are you sure it wasn't my dad that said something?
It could have been.
Let's go to the replay.
I'm going to watch it replay. It's about a minute and 13 seconds in.
I'll send it to you.
It might have been something
You said it. Oh boy.
There was some good stuff though, that cowboy candy. It really is.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I got it, when I first took it out and I took
I'm not even no.
I took the first bite.
They're old. You see what color they are?
Got
And
these
it's a little
too.
bit hot.
These are just
What are they?
pickled jalapenos.
Pickled jalapenos.
They're hot.
Not a big
Hotter
fan of
than
those.
I
When I
probably,
first started with the
if I
cowboy,
was able to jump right through this, if I was able to jump right through that screen, I'd probably be right all over them.
when I first got it, I think, and then all of a sudden I realized how versatile it was. And then the next thing I did was honey glazed whole chicken breast grilled with honey glaze and the cowboy candy on top of it. And then just from there, I just started using it and using it and using it for like almost everything, you know. And I was like, oh my God, how did I miss out on all the years on cooking and whatnot without cowboy candy?
Well, we're gonna.
I'm going to make some.
You never know.
Plants do good this year. Now we'll have to go pick some more of them hot peppers.
Well, see, I don't know how it would do with actual just jalapenos. That's what you're supposed to use. We used hot banana peppers.
Hot, you're in hot peppers.
Oh, I love hot banana peppers.
That's what's in that.
Banana pepper, a little bit of sweeter.
That'd be right up my alley then.
I'll probably do
So-
jalapenos. We'll probably go get some hot banana peppers too and mix them. Because it was
I
really good.
actually made a relish out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I made a relish out of it, used it on brats. On bratwurst.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about kids. You said
When
you
it
use it on
comes to
brat.
canning season, I'm going down to Jan and John's. We're gonna can our rears off.
Well, we usually do. I got a pressure canner and I got
John?
1, 2, 3 water bath canners.
John, I think you're going to have a lot of company soon. Hey, we're here to can.
Yeah, right.
If I had a way to get there, I
Yeah, we'll send you some. We got to get some more peppers growing. Cannon season's still a couple months away. We're out of salsa too, and
The
Mary
only
was
bad,
crying for some salsa.
like to dance.
Who
Yes,
wants?
you did, Susan. You did give us a canner.
Yes, you did.
Yep,
That's the reason why.
waterback canner.
Now that's the reason why I got more than what I should have.
Uh-huh.
What we get that one time with that?
I love the can. Love it.
I gotta send Jim some more bread and butter pickles.
Yeah, Jim. I think Jim wants bread and butter.
Bread and butter, yeah.
Oh wait, what's my
The only
deal?
thing I never learned.
I don't know about that now.
What was that?
The only thing I
Yeah.
never learned from my grandmother was can. That's the only thing I learned in my life.
Oh,
The only thing I didn't learn was canning.
Ashton's travels. He got me wanting to try some pickled green beans.
Oh,
Those are.
that's how I put green beans in. We're gonna
Yeah,
do pickle some green
we're gonna have to
beans.
pickle some green beans because
I
they are
love
really good.
I love pickled what do they call those? Pickled
All
dillies.
right,
Pickled dillies or whatever it is.
Good.
Dilly beans.
Yeah.
Dilly beans, yes.
Yep, dilly beans.
Yeah, we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna
pickled
do.
See, that's like years ago here, you used to go to like the
Pickled
country
beef?
fairs from the churches, and you could buy stuff that was pickled,
Hey, Mary.
right?
Was
Or
it
like
pickled big feet?
chili sauce, homemade chili sauce and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You don't get that here anymore.
Susan says
Yeah, bread and butter
pickles,
pickles, salsa, and cowboy candy.
Everyone wants to call it cowboy
I'm not.
candy.
I'm not a big
That
fan
cowboy
of bread.
candy turned out good. What's that, Kenneth?
I'm not a big fan of bread and butter pickles.
Oh no! Everything spicy is eating those 40 of those white lightning things, peppers. Oh, whoo-hoo.
Sounds like Jan and John are going to be really busy making a lot of cowboy candy for all of us.
And salsa
And
and pickles.
You can just PayPal me. That's all right.
there you go.
I'd rather take PayPal instead of super chats.
I don't know. All I know and whatnot stuff, like I said, that's like here. The bad thing about being up here in the north is the fact that our growing season is so short.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
You know,
Well, we just got our stuff in the ground.
Yeah, we just got our stuff
Pepper
planted
just got in
yesterday.
So it'll be a while, couple months yet.
Yep.
Probably about
Mm.
August. We're doing our almost all of our canning in August.
that's why I'm walking. My neighbor around the corner here grows tomatoes. So the one day I went over, he was out with his dog, and I was like, "Hey, if I pick some green tomatoes to make some fried green tomatoes?" Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, fried green tomatoes are good.
So I went and got it back.
That's what I had
Yeah, I
yesterday.
went back.
Fried green tomatoes.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's our garden there, Bob.
Yep, there it is.
Looks
Which one's
good,
garden?
John and Jan.
And got picked a couple.
That's
four
about the
pickles.
size of my backyard.
Oh my gosh.
That's about the size.
Wow.
Wow.
That's the only bad thing about my backyard. It doesn't get sun, so I don't really have any place to put a garden.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
See, we get sun most
Mars
of the day.
gets sun most of the day until like
About
5 or 6.
6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
at night.
Oh,
I get sun in the backyard, but it's late day sun, and
Right.
it's only like I get maybe a half hour, 40 minutes of sun before the sun goes down. So I mean, like hosta and stuff that has to be in the shade does really well.
Green peppers and spices.
I don't think I grow anything out there.
y'all
Yeah,
ever tried
is what
these?
it is.
Chocolate might help mellow the white chocolate. might mellow
What are
the
the-
spice?
What is that?
Ooh.
That's
That
like
is,
pickled.
That is tropical pickles
Tropical.
and
No.
fruit and fruit punch.
Oh,
Oh, I've never
That's
tried
Never-
that.
I've never heard of that before.
Tropicals.
We hadn't either until
Friend of ours told us about 'em.
a friend of ours told us about them and said they were really good.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about pickled watermelon.
They were talking about it was pickled watermelon rind.
Yeah, pickled
I
watermelon.
heard those. I heard those are good.
I've heard
I've
that.
had,
There you go, Bob. This here's coming
I've
to
had
you.
that.
You and Bonnie.
I'm
Yeah,
not crazy
got
about
stuff.
watermelon rind.
Okay. Swiss
It's
Heritage.
a real
Road.
sweet wine. Comes from southern Indiana. It's the oldest winery in
Yep.
Indiana.
From the Ridge Winery.
You still remember? I need something back over
I
there.
The sweeter, the better.
Yeah,
I-
it's
That-
sweet, great wine.
I don't like wine. I can sit and drink that wine till I can't get up. I almost did one time when we were
That's
down
funny.
there, we were sitting there on their back patio, drinking wine and eating cheese, and watching the river go by. 'Cause they sit right on the river,
Ohio River, yeah.
on the Ohio. That's a cool place.
Oh, Susan. That's not good. Susan just tried to eat a soft one. Shouldn't eat it.
Sorry, Susan. Aw,
What the other place was?
that sucks.
Susan, you best be able to eat when we get down there, darn it.
What do you got going on? Oh, salsa. That salsa is kind of plain because it ain't really our salsa. No, it's Diana's salsa. And she only, no,
Oh
they can't-
yeah,
only you. But it's not. It's kind of a little spicy, but
I can't remember what the name of were, but
Well, it was that jalapeno one.
there's a jalapeno jelly.
Oh yes, jalapeno jelly.
ooh, that might be
Oh,
good.
absolutely.
I love the flavor of jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
But I can't stand the heat.
Jalapeno jelly on bagels.
And can't remember what the other one was, but I never will forget one time we had this evangelistic preacher, and I didn't tell him what it was or what
We
What?
had one flavor that was real good. I gave him the other.
we got one flavor that was really good, and we gave him the spicy, the hot. and
I bet that was good.
Food. He was nuts about spicy hot food, but he told Kenny it was a good thing that he was a religious man, otherwise
he told me, he said it was a good thing that he was a religious man. He said, because if it wasn't a religious man, he'd have
ended his life right there.
ended my life right there.
No, what I wanted to do with that amount of is, in fact, I wanted to use boneless chicken breast and use some kind of salt cheese with the pickled jalapenos, but I decided to pull the jalapenos out and try to make it with the cowboy candy.
Mm.
Susan, did they tell you to rinse your mouth out with salt water?
I thought you were going to say soap.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
No. Yeah, that's it. She burns it. She's so trouble.
It's better than
Well,
farting.
Guys.
well, my friend is, Bob asked,
That's what he asked.
we thought John and I thought he was going to say soap. soap water.
Yeah,
You
that's
should have
it.
brought
Blowing
Indiana Boy
bubbles.
up on your panel tonight.
Yeah.
He's a
I
hoot.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for the new camera. I'm hoping with the new camera this doesn't lag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it seems like you're okay, Bob. But once you get like three people or more on there, then you start breaking up.
The lady there that when I got the cable and I had the first problem with the internet, and I told her what I was doing, she's like, "Well, you need to move next to the Wi-Fi box." I'm like, "It's right next to me. What do you want me to do? Set my computer on it?" And she's like, "Well, older houses with Wi-Fi signals." I'm like, "Lady, the box is right next to me."
Yeah.
I had to
So I'm gonna
restart.
have them check it. Like I said,
I had to
I'll be
reboot
here
my
Wednesday.
Wi-Fi
I'm gonna
box
probably
last night.
You know, it's like, come on, really? You know, kind of stupid. What I want to do, and that's what Bonnie and I are looking at, my next year, get all of this together. I think I'm going to go buy another laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll clean this one. I'll give it to my granddaughter Hope because she's going into 7th grade, and they think that they're going to end up doing school in September online until they figure out what they're going to do.
That's I just talking to one of my aides that used to work with me in high school, and he was just telling me that the principal at the high school that I went said that they're talking about we had a meeting the other day and they were talking about going online. Everything's going online now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, I could have went without hearing that because I'm the type of guy that wants the hands on, not online.
Yeah. It's like Hudson Valley here, Kenneth. They have a automotive program, and that's part of it's going on. And I think they'll be online for like two or 3 days out of the week and 1 day out of the week hands on.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of Hudson Valley is.
The only problem is that I only go twice a week here.
Oh yeah.
I only go part time. That's all I really wanted because of me having problems remembering what I read and things, and also it's not so mind boggling when you got 3 or 4 different classes in a week that you got to try to do 4. Yeah. So when I start back in the fall, I'm gonna have like a Monday class and then a Wednesday's class, and then my week will be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have the rest.
Crystal,
Yeah.
You're not paying attention to the channel.
I'll use my phone.
What?
I said, do you want to do a stream to I can shut this down and phone.
Yeah, I can do it. I don't mind.
All right, guys, we're going to go over to Crystal's
Give me,
and
hey,
whatnot because this is even
give me
here now.
5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Let me clean up my area here and then
That's
I'll.
fine. We'll take
Sure, don't ask
I'll
me.
look for it. It's just
Do you want to do
even
it?
here. I'm starting to lock up. Do you want to go live?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys I'll see you at 9:45, guys.
Okay.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
5 minutes.
Bye.
See y'all.
45.
All right. Later, guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Bye.
Later.
Later. Yeah, I'm locked up.